Good morning, all. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Uh, Miprit, which link you want? The answer is 15. Which not get. I didn't share. I think any link. I forwarded the notes. I'm not sure, Miprit. Like which one you are talking about. Yeah, maybe the worksheet I have. Are you talking about that, Miprit? Okay. I'll share. Okay, everyone. I can observe people are joining still. So we'll wait a few more minutes. Then we'll start. Okay, no issue, Mongrel. Just go ahead. Now you can download it properly. Okay. Okay, we'll wait 2 more minutes and then we'll start. And today, folks will be moving towards to your operators as well as the data types. Yeah, Pavan, sure. Second. Yeah, I forwarded to everyone the codes. You guys can utilize that. So the plan will be for a day. We'll be moving towards to the operator. Operators we have yesterday we just stopped with the membership operator. So today we'll be going with the last three: bitwise, membership, and identity. And then we just jump to the data types. And we'll try to finish it up with all the data types, whatever we have it in Python. If time permit, we'll be moving to the control statement also. Let's see how it went. Is it audible now, Rishabh? Am I audible? Okay, okay, then fine. For everyone, is it clear? Oh, then sounds good. Okay, then. I believe everyone joined. Let's start. So, good morning, everyone. And I hope you guys practice whatever we discussed in the last session. Okay. So now let's dig into the bitwise operator. Don't worry, I'll again explain you the membership operators and identity, which membership I started yesterday. We'll just discuss the three operator now. Now, which operator we'll be discussing, that is talking about your bits. See, when we talk about the bitwise operator, because it works in a bit, so if you observe most of the when we are working on a project, real-time project or something, it will not work in a bit. Most of the things will be work in a normal integer or normal numbers, floats, whatever the operators we use, arithmetic, logicals, those time we use it. But sometime what happened, there will be some organizations or some of the back end work which be working on the bit backends. There will be one organization or one company, okay, that will be depend upon the industry where they are going with the nitrogen gases and all. I think you heard about that. Nitrogen gas plants, those plants still they are using a bit particular things as a database, bit as a database. Now, why they are using, it's a real time, why they are using it, this plants and all, basically when the liquids will come, nitrogen gas, nitrogen liquid will be there, right? So when the liquids and all will be there, that particular thing, liquid cannot measure with your numbers and all, right? But they are keeping that in a measurement of a bit. And when I talk about the bit, that time whatever the operation we are doing with arithmetic and all, that not be manageable, because bits are nothing but it's holding a binary numbers. Binary numbers. Now, what are the binary numbers? Zeros and one. Your bit also working on the zeros and one. With that liquid, how they are keeping it, if the liquid was properly came to that particular container, take as example, this is my container. If that particular nitrogen liquid will be coming to that particular container, then I'm keeping as a, there is something data will be there. The one means true, it is there. That's basically, one is nothing but it's indication of your true value, and zero will be indication of your false value, means not empty. So those are the records. Those records we cannot manage with the mathematics records and all. Those type of industries still they are using with a database called a bit database. It's rare, it's not everywhere, because no, it's not everywhere to use it, but yes, they are using it. So that particular time, whatever the operator we discussed, that is not able to use it, the thing. So that's why we have one more operator called bitwise operator, which is focused on to work on your bit. And bit will be Either we are taking 4 bits or 8 bits or 16. It is like a series of 4, 8, 16 bits, and we call 8 bits equals to 1 byte. 1 byte. So most of the time we are trying to take 8 bits as a value because it makes as a 1 byte. This is how we are taking a value. Those are the concept comes under our number system. This is also a different things in a computer science. There is a basics concept of computer science where we learn a number system. Here, I'll try to give you some logic to you because you don't want to worry about how the backend work. For you, you directly see the output because Python directly support this bitwise operator and they work in a backend. Already they are returning, but you should know how the backend work also. There will be some bitwise operators called bitwise bitwise AND, bitwise OR, and bitwise NOT. Those are the 3 famous operator. Basically, we have some more bitwise operator. We use less that, but you can get to know that bitwise XOR, bitwise left shift, and bitwise right shift. Left shift and bitwise right shift. So those are the operator, but this 2 mostly AND or NOT, those are the 3 which is commonly used in when we are working on the bitwise operator. Again, that's depend upon our requirement. If our requirement is working on a bit, then only this operator will be used. Otherwise, it won't used there. So now let's dig into the first one, that is bitwise AND. Here we'll use a symbol called AND %. This is a symbol if you want to use a bitwise AND. Don't confuse. Is it clear? Rishabh, I cleared the board. Now it's fine. Is it fine? Okay, sounds good. Now, don't confuse with your logical and bitwise AND. Logical AND, the keyword is A and D. Bitwise AND, if you use AND %, that work as a bitwise AND. Okay. Now, whatever truth table we learn for the logical OR and NOT, here also it will use. So don't forget that. Just remember your true equals to 1, your false equals to 0. Only that is one difference. Otherwise, how you work on true false, here also the same logic tables will be there. So I'm not repeating that. I'm believing you remember that if you use AND, if it is both the things are true, what will be the output? Here 1 1. Only that will be the difference, 1 0. Okay. Now, if user give a value equals to, take as example, the value will be for A 10, B equals to 6. Okay. Now, what will be the output? If you taken this and the statement you pass, print A and %B. If you pass only this statement, you will get some particular decimal number directly. Now, how you got the output? Okay, we need to find out that. So what is the first step? When you got a decimal, there will be the number system concept. It's working here. Okay, you just get one single output here. But in a backend, how it's work, there will be a number system concept where we are having a different type of number like decimal number, binary number, octal number, sure, Chanchal, I'll repeat, hexadecimal number. Now, Chanchal, I just started taking one example of bitwise and I told you we use this. For bitwise one, we take a 2 value from user, A equals to 10, B equals to 6. You can take any values from user. And in a output statement, I put print A and B. Here we'll get one decimal output. What will be the output of that particular thing? Now, how you will get that output? We have some step to follow. So first of all, to go ahead with the step, we should know there will be some number system concept in programming, in computer science, not about programming language, in computer science. The numbers are decimal number, binary number, octal number, hexadecimal number. For our work with now, only two things, decimal and binary, because in this operator, we need these two numbers to work it. Decimal, the base value will be 10. Binary, the base value will be 10. 2. So if you observe it here, a equals to 10, that is nothing but this is my decimal number. Now the first step, you need to convert this decimal to binary number. The reason, bitwise operator doesn't know about any decimal values and all. It just know what are the binary values are there, bits are there. Now how you will convert? The rule is, if you have any decimal number to convert in a binary number, divide by 2. That is a rule, divide by 2. Okay, let's start dividing. 2 5s are 10. What will be the remainder? 0. Hold on there. 2 4s are 5. 2 2s are 4. Sorry, 2 2s are 4. What will be the remainder? 1. 2 1s are 2. 0. Okay. Now, this is my value, but when you receive the bit value, you always go with the down to up. Okay, down to up. Now, what is the value? 1 0 1 0 2. So this is my binary number for 10. This is a binary number for 10, 1 0 1 0. Done. Again, I need to convert this decimal number to binary number for 6. Same rule. Okay, 6 2. 2 3s are 6. 0 reminder. 2 2s are 4. Sorry, 2 1s are 2 because it's 3. 2 1s are 2. 1. So it's just have 1 1 0. Okay, down to up. Now 1 1 0. If you remember, as I told you, bits are always taking with the 4 8 16. That is a way. If you won't give also fine, but that's look proper way to bit. Now if you keep any extra 0 in a left hand side, it doesn't give any extra values. You can add it, but if you keep in a right hand side, it adds extra thing. So remember that if you want to add any extra bit in only 0, not 1, because 0 is false. So 0 in a left hand side, you can add it. I added 1 0. Now 2 value I got it. That is 1 0 1 0 and operator and 0 1 1 0. Now next operation you need to perform add. Truth table. What is the truth table of your AND operator? Do you remember the logical truth table? If both the values are true, then what will be the output? True, right? Same thing. If both the bits are 1, it will return 1. As I told you, true equals to true, 1. So if both the bits are 1, it will return 1, otherwise 0. Same truth table, just it replaced true with the 1. 0 0 0. 1 1 1. 1 0 0. 1 0 0. Because only both the bits are 1, it return 1. Now this is my output I got. But that user machine language we won't understand. Again, when you receive this output, convert this to a decimal number. How we'll convert? The rule will be there. 0 0 1 0. We are keeping first a value in a upside. 0 1 2 3 in a reverse order. This will be my index value, and we are taking with the 2 to the power 0 into 2 to the power, because we are creating for binary to decimal. 2 to the power 3 plus 0 into 2 to the power 2 plus 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 0 into 2 to the power 0. Now 0 into something 0 plus 0 into something 0. 1 into 2 to the power 1, 2 plus 0 into something 0. What will be the output? 2. So this will be the output. If you send this message in a Jupyter notebook, you will get this as a output. 10 and 6, if is a input with the AND operator, your output, you directly got 2. Now, what happened? This is your backend process. Whatever I show you, this one's conversion, this conversion is a backend. You are not able to see in your eye directly because it is in a backend, it's working. They already create this AND operators and all. Directly, you got the output. Sure, Rishabh. I'll repeat it again. Shall I go with one more example then? Confusion? This is a back-end process, guys. Remember, this is a back-end process. You don't want to do anything, but you should know how the back-end work, because if you see 2, how you'll get to know how to keep. So that is a back-end process. If you have a doubt, I will go ahead one more example with the OR. Any questions before I'm going with one more example? See, Rishabh, after 6 now, I just created, see, for as of now, again, I just converted decimal to binary. When we got that value, we go ahead with the particular thing. I already told Bhavani, right? When I started this explanation for real-time example, I told you there will be one industries or organization, or we call as a nitrogen plants. Already they are using this bit type of value to store it. Those particular organization, they are using this calculation to hold it the values. Yes, dear. Okay. Because those are the so you expand the output into the, no, I'm not going with the exponent and all. I'm not doing that here. The main reason in my breath, whenever you're using the bitwise now, is just working on a bit. So user can't understand the bit. User will send the human readable things. That is your decimal value. But in the okay, but in the backend, they will be working on a bit. Again, they return the decimal. Now, how is that example practically making sense? See, this is the example to just show you how the bitwise things are work so highly. See, this is the backend here. We are not working on the backend, what's going on. We already, they give us to directly this thing. Now, how the bit will be work in a backend, when the people were working on a bit particular database, they knows how it will be manageable. As a human being, when we are seeing in the normalized, for us it is like 10-6 we receive a 2. But what is the meaning of 2? The meaning of 2, if I have 4 bits in my data, where 1 bit, basically this is a 1 bit. When the 1 bit will be having something, means in that particular thing there will be some liquids are there, so they are keeping that as a record. 2 for us, it's a decimal of 2. But other people who are working on the particular thing, it will be taking a different way the database value. That's why I told this will be using 2 less in a real time. But yeah, whenever it's needed, some industries are working it. Chanchal, as I told you, there is some industry that is a nitrogen plant who are using this. It's rarely used, Chanchal, not everywhere. Somewhere this type of bits are using. Okay, so that is a one example. You can take it. Is repeat true or false? Yeah, sure, Indra. I'll go ahead. Kim 0010. Sure, Suraj. Let me clear. For your 10, 8, yeah, this will be the value. 6, yeah, this will be the value. Now, as we know how we got this and 1, we have a truth table. For this also, we have a truth table. The same truth table for logic gate, what we use, true, right? Here we use, apart from true, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Here what happened, if both the bits are true, the output will be true. Means the same thing, both the bits are 1, output will be 1, otherwise 0. So they also follow the truth table. This is output and this is operand 1, operand 2. The same truth table which we use for a logic gate. So when I go ahead with that, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Good question, Pratik. If you are taking a negative value, we have a operations called a complement. First complement and that is used in a not operator. First complement and a second complement. That is also a one concept of your number system which hold a negative value with the sign tilde. This is a sign they use for the negative value to hold it. Yes, and that is also comes with a 1 and 0. That is a sign negative value in a bit, sign negative value in a bit. You can use all the negative values here. There is no issues whenever you are using the negative values there, and it gives you directly the minus things in a output, minus 11, minus 10 in a output. But when you work this minus thing in a output, it takes as a complement value, that is called 1 and 0 sign. 1 means there will be, if the positive value, it will gives you a 0, nothing will be there. Negative value, it gives a 1. So that's how we are doing for the negative values also here. It is there. We can use negative value with the complements concepts. So this is how we got this one, Suraj, this one, and then we converted this as a decimal. That value we got as a 2. That's also in a rule we need to convert that. Any questions? Okay, clear. No. So will not, what if the two numbers are negative? It will take negative. It will not make it positive. It takes, if two numbers are negative also, that's a sign they are taking. So that your output also comes under negative here. No, we can't put positive like that. Sure, Sachin, I'll go ahead with the truth table. Again, see, truth table for AND, bitwise AND, operand 1, operand 2, output. As we know in a bitwise AND, we have a signals 1 and 0. So 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. If both the bits are 1, remember, if both the bits are 1, then it will return 1. Otherwise, 0. That's all. Normal truth table for AND. Same truth table which we use in a logical AND, where true is equals to 1. Means remember that true is indicating of your 1. If you keep true, true, 1. True, true, true. Yes, this is how. Okay. Now let's go with the OR. I'll just not dig in too much on your backend. Just give you the things how particular OR operator also the same thing. If you are taking a OR operators, take a value, suppose A equals to 10, B equals to 4. Again, you need to convert 10. So that is 1010 as a binary number. Same rule. 4 again convert binary number. Once you got it, we'll be going ahead with the second step, 0100. And for OR operator, we use a symbol called this one. Like this is a symbol. For this also, we have a truth table. Operand 1, operand 2, output. Truth table 11001010. What will be the truth table? Return 1 if either of the bit is 0. We know that if one of the bit is particular thing is 1, it will return 1. Otherwise 0. Same truth table for the logical OR would be used it. True indication of your 1. If you observe the same thing. If one of the bit, remember, if any of the bit, if any one of the bit is 1, it will return 1. It will return 1. Otherwise 0. Otherwise 0. That is how it takes. Now let's dig into that. What will be the output for this? 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. So this will be my binary values. and it will convert to the decimal values. That will be 14. So as a output, if I put this print statement, print 10 or 4, output I will get as a 14 in a Jupyter notebook. So this will be my backend. Same backend principle will happen. Understood? Got it? Okay. Then we have bitwise not. Bitwise not we are taking as a whenever we are taking returns one's complement of the number. It will returns one's complement of a number of the number. It will return that one's complement. Again, that is a number system concept. It will return the one's complement, and the symbol we used for this one is a tilde one for a not. If you want to use a not operator, we are using this particular thing. Suppose we are taking some values from the user, a equals to suppose 10. Okay. What will be the binary number? Again, it will convert binary number. The 10 binary number, we already saw one. Output value is example is 28. 28? No, it's 14. We got 1110 that time, right? If you convert this 8421, that's a shortcut. 10, 12, 8, 4, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. It's a 14. Yeah. There is one more shortcuts are there when you learn the computer science topic, 8421 shortcut. In that way, we don't want to go at too much. We can cross check our value. That's why if you observe, I'm giving directly because I know that will be giving the correct answer. That's the shortcut we have. You guys also can use it, but that is also one different concept. That's why I didn't go too much dig in, because for you as a programming language, you don't want to dig in too much for this number systems and all. This is a one type of operator which is used less also. So if you know about the idea, that is enough, because you have lots more to do. So no need to break your heads for one operator. So just understand how the backend work. That is enough for you, because your particular work will be not in a bit. It will be in our numbers, integer values. So if you give more focus on that, it gives you a more betterment for your future. But you should have an idea how it's work. Maybe somewhere it will be used for you as well, because they give this operator to work on that. Okay, so it's 1010, and then we are representing that to be a ones complement. Whenever we are going for the ones complement, we are adding +1. Okay, so first one, before adding the +1, we are just going with the opposite of that value. That's a way of ones complement. 1010, if you have, reverse thing will do, because it's going with the ones complement. 0101. Yes, Rishabh, it's just understanding of backend. We don't want to worry about that how it's work. You should have an idea. I'll show you the output. That's why I'm going to give you the gist of the backend, how it's work, Rishabh. You don't want to work all those things. Then we got this value +1. We got 1011. That is nothing but whenever you do the changes, your sign change happen here. Whenever you use the bitwise not, so it will be -11. So output of 10 will be -11. Again, you need to change this to a decimal. So this is how your bitwise not work. Bitwise XOR also the same rule, guys. Same formula. We use this cap as a bitwise XOR. Same rule follows, taking a values for that. So this is how basically bitwise work. You have any doubts? Backend how it's work? Shall we see some examples? Any doubts, any questions, folks? No, it's clear. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't dig in too much on this. That's my suggestion, because I literally tell you guys in your real time industries, because as I worked in there, yeah, I'll go ahead with that. Bitwise things will be not working too much on in our cup of the things. because that less developer are working on bit. As I give you the nitrogen plant, yes, it is working in a nitrogen plants, and I saw that. That's the main thing. Because when I saw that they're working on a bit, that's what the consume things comes to my mind, how the bits work. That's why I always try to give you the backend one, because maybe in a future sometime you will be working on those type of industries where bitters work. You should have an idea how backend will be. But most of the 90% or 95% of industries are not working on a bit. They are just working on the numbers and decimal. So we don't worry about to dig in too much on a bitwise to break our heads. At least we should have an idea how the backend works. That is enough. Now let me go ahead. You can see here, when I go ahead with that, you'll get directly output. Okay. So print, let me take some values first. Same value I'm taking it. If you check it, you'll get an idea. See, we got 2. This is your bitwise app. Now, why the reason of to explaining this? If directly I show you this statement, do you understand how this 2 got, how you received this 2? You will not get an idea, right? How the 2 came. We use 10, we use 6. How suddenly 2 appear as an output? This is my output. 2 is basically my output. So that is the reason you should have some idea about always a backend. Little bit idea about the backend. You don't want to worry how it's work. See, Python is a language which give you all these possibilities things. You don't want to worry about the things, how it goes, because that's why we are using Python, or else we can use any operators, right? Or any type of programming language. We but have an idea backend how it's work. Now the next one, I'm going with the bitwise OR. Okay, the same print var1. If you won't get this one, the symbol, let me know. It is nothing but your right hand side, you have enter. I'm talking about Windows people, not Mac OS. Mac OS people, I think you can cross check with your things there. Maybe it is also in right hand side. For Windows, whoever using in a keyboard, right hand side, you have shift enter. Third line of your keyboard, you'll in the last corner, you have this symbol. If you won't get, you can search it. Okay. See, it's a 14. You can cross check with the values, how it's got the 14. I'll change some values. We saw some 10 and 4, right? Yeah, that is also 14. Bhavani, no need to ask the copy. Just launch it. Jupyter Notebook and launched it. It will work there. Or else I'll check. You try again, or else I'll check your system. Folks, still you have issues with your Jupyter Notebook. It's the 3rd day. Fix it up, your issues. When I go with the so many things today anyhow with data types, we are control statement. When I dig into that, you should not have these issues. I think by tomorrow we are in a control statement. That time you are started with the basics coding. If you are not able to do that, it will be issue. Make sure your system things are done by today, any cost. And if you are not able to do it, send a support request. They will help you to guide you to do that. And whenever I'm there, let me know. I will help you to just solve all those issues. Okay, next one we'll go with the bitwise not. Same already we have, we just use it of A minus 11 as I show you, right? Next bitwise XOR. XOR truth table, logical XOR gate. XOR gate, you know, in logic gate, XOR gate, same truth table. That's why we won't use this as a power, because we use as a bitwise XOR. Right shift and left shift will do. Okay, let me just print it both because last one it's taking or. Here also shifting will be, let me just give you a little bit hint about the shifting. Maybe if you are confused, you will not confuse that much. Oh, Rishabh, that is issue. You are not able to catch it up. Rishabh, can you please check your all the recordings and all, go through this, and if you have, see, this is my sheet. Two sheets will be there. This is operated. Before that, we discuss a variable also. So go through the recording and all and come up with the doubts if you have. I will guide you then. But you need to go through, or else it will be issue for you to understand each and everything. Because here we use some logic gets things also, which I discussed in a yesterday session. So you need to make sure this. So okay, folks, see here the values A of right shift and left shift. So what happened now? Whenever you have a value, A is my 10. Whenever the 10 values is there, convert it 1010. Okay. After you can, if you have any doubts regarding like that, you can send a mail to a support team. Then they will arrange it, the things, and I can help you. Okay, I'll check with the support team today, Chanchal. Surely I'll check. Not have a record. Shubhrajit, today I will check with all the support team about this. Don't worry. I'll inform them you guys are not able to fetch it all the thing. Yeah, I'll go over Vani. I'm just explaining. So I freeze my this thing because I'm using the annotations. So I freezed it. Give me a 2 minutes. Let me explain. Then I'll go ahead upside. Okay. And what is that? Yeah, after, don't worry. You just send the things to the support team. They will give you all the way to help you the doubts. Don't worry. You need a group in this team. Things are messy, not structured. Is group? It is. Okay, Suhali, can you send the same thing regarding this to the support team? Maybe they can guide you on that. Okay. And don't worry, folks, as you guys inform me about this, I will inform from my side the support team as well. You continue the lecture. Don't leave, Rishabh. Maybe for you little bit because when we are going, if you are not knowing the basic, it takes time to grab it, but continue with the lecture. If you leave it, you will not understand anything, Rishabh. Continue with that thing. And after today's session, go ahead with all the things. And then tomorrow, when you come back, you will be more clear. And if you have a doubts, let me know. Okay. Okay, come back. And a shifting, remember that whenever you have a shift, you need to convert in a binary number. When you convert it, if you have a two shift binary, right shift means you need to, if it is a right shift, you need to add here. If it's a left shift, the same value, you need to add it here. Okay. And we are taking, when you are taking this type of shift and all, we need to take the values from the last. So this is how they will get 2 and 40. We need to change the bits there. Okay. That's called your shifting operator. So those are some basic. Okay, bitwise XOR. Let me give you the logic also. That is same, bitwise XOR is the same, Suraj, as your and or. Where is, yeah. But the truth table is different here. Again, A equals to whatever the values you are taking. What it's called. Yeah. Whatever the value you are taking for A, same value we are taking for 10 and 4. Now it will convert first 1010 and 4 is 884. Yeah, this will be the 4. Once you convert, you need to use here a bitwise operator, this one. Now, how it's performed? There will be again a logic for that. The logic will be output 1 when either of operand is 1. 1 is either of 0. Both are not 1. Means the same rules here. Bitwise XOR, when you're taking it, if both one of the, let me give you the truth table. This is a truth table for operand 1, operand 2, an output. Okay. 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0. It is seem like that if any one of the operands are 1, it will give 1, otherwise 0. That is a truth table for XOR also. So again the same thing will do 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. So it will give you as output as a 14. So that is a truth table for XOR. The same truth table which we follow in the mathematical logical gate, XOR gate. That is the same truth table we'll follow. So that is a truth table. It is there for bitwise XOR and we got a 14. Understood, Suraj? Same rule and the NOR truth table is different. That's all. Okay. You have 2 minutes. Go ahead with this bitwise one. If you have any doubts, let me know. I'll keep this one bitwise operator. Okay. Not, okay. Indra, not is like a negative. You need to do the complements. Okay, Indra. Basically, what you have to do, Indra, when you are taking is a not, a equals to suppose 10. First thing, the value, binary number you need to change. Once you change the one complements in a computer system, there is a 1V where we are just reverse this value first. Reverse. If it is 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. That is the first step. And then we'll do the first complement, that is plus 1. And whenever we do the first complement, 0 will be there as a my bit. That is called a positive value. 0 is indication of positive. That is also converted. When we convert this one, right? It's converted to 1. 0 will be by default. If you won't give any value, that take as a positive 0. That is also convert 1. That is my sign. That is my negative value, negative sign. This is called 0 and 1. That is a sign operator or sign conversion. We call it in a number system, sign conversion. I converted sign 1. This will be 1. This is not a bit. This is my sign. That's a negative sign. Now, when I add this, when I do the addition of that, I will get a 11 value. 8, 4, yeah. 8, 9, 10. No, this is 0, 1, 0. I think 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 1, 0, 1, 0. You need to do the addition of that particular thing with a bit. Again, the same way. And then we got this as a minus 11. Because this one indicate with a minus and this value when we do the first complement. This is my first complement we did. Once we do the first complement plus 1, we got 1, 0, 1, 0. That will be the value. Yes, Nitin, every day I'm sharing that. Use of bitwise operator. Yeah, Shubhrajit, as I told you, in a real scenario, this is used in only some industries with a bit when they are, the things will be storing the database at a bit, Shubhrajit, there only they can use. Like, it's less, but yeah, sometimes it's used. One example, as I give the nitrogen plant, because I already saw that they're using the bit there. Okay, 11 is 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, sorry, my mistake, Sachin. It's correct, 1011. 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not 1010. My mistake, Sachin. It's 1011. That will be the 11 value. So that particular area, Shubhrajit, it can be used. Okay, though some industries are using, not everywhere. Depend. But most of the time in a real time, we won't use that. Understood, guys? Still you, is it clear? Shall we move for other things? Because I think we give lots time for bit. Okay. See, Sachin, don't go digging too much also for this thing, because why I suggest you, it's not because we won't use that much in a real time for this bit. Hardly 5% of industries are using it. And maybe you got enough, but you should have an idea how the backend works. Because for you, you don't want to worry about backend. They give it to you directly, you can use it. Idea should have in, yeah, if you give some value, how this 2 generated, how this 14 generated. If you have that much idea, that's enough. Okay. Because those are the different type of operators. Now, depend upon our requirement, we need to use it. There is no force you need to use it only. No, not at all. Okay. Last two operators we'll discuss about membership and identity. Membership I started yesterday already, if you remember that. Membership, and the next one, last one will be your identity. Now, when we talk about the membership operator, when we talk about the membership, as I told you, it will be including some list on that. We have a two operator called in and not in. That is a two operator. We used it when we are going with the membership operator, not in and not in. What is the meaning of not in? Okay, what is the meaning of in and not in? Basically, if you use in, we are checking for the object is present or not in a list. Not in a list, in a sequence. Object is present or not in a sequence. And not in is just a reverse of in. Reverse. Basically, if I use one particular list, if I create it, if I keep here some value and I need to check that is the particular value is there or not there, I can check directly print 10 in V. If it is there, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. The same thing for not in. If I used it here not in, if not in means it's not there, then it's true, then it's false. That comes to your membership operator. And the last one will be your identity operator. Identity operator is holding the two things, is and is not. So basically, identity operators are there. It will return true if the variables are same. Here it will check the variables or object are same or not. Same or not. Same or not. Basically, yes, Sachin, that is only. I'll discuss list, don't worry. That is a data type. After this, we'll move to data type. As of now, just see that this is a sequence of value. With the square bracket only, we can create a list. There is no other way to create a list. Okay, let's dig into this identity where variable object are there. If same or not, that need to be checked. Basically, what happened here is just to check the thing is it same or not. Basically, if I take one value, x equals to 10, 20, 30, y equals to again 10, 20, 30, and I just assign that the z equals to x. Okay, this is a 3 I created. Now, if I go with the print statement here, print x is z, true or false. If both are same, it will return true. So basically, it will check each and every variable with the sequence. Because normally we have an operator called double equal to check the value, but with the list of sequence value, if you want to check both are same or not the object, yeah, z equals to z or y, z equals to x. Again, if you can give anything, x is z also same, x and z also same, you can give here y is z. If you observe, my three values are there here, x, y, z. You can give any values there. If it is same, the things, no, x equals to y equals to z, no. That is assigning, my brother. We are not assigning that. I'm just assigning x value to the z. Okay. So if it is same, that will return true, otherwise false. Is not is just a reverse of that. Reverse of is. If it is not same. So basically, identity name itself, they are checking your identity. Your identity, your mother identity is same, your father or your identity is same or not. So those are come to your is and is not. Understood? We'll see the example in notebook. Is it clear? Okay, let's dig into there. Okay, let me take. So I'm creating a sequence, so that will be the square bracket. Okay, for now, just remember to create a sequence square bracket. I'm going with some name. You can use integer also. There is no issues. it is there or not. Just it will check. Yeah, it is there. But suppose I'm keeping some name like print Kyle in var, false. It is not there. Now the opposite of this thing, that is called not in keyword. It will give the opposite. Print we use parenthesis, not index. Print we use parenthesis, not index. I didn't get you. What exactly your doubt, Mavrit? So this is your membership operator examples. You can observe the example of that. It's just check. See, these are the operator to check the values are there or not, basically. In membership operator, it will check whatever the sequence I created, in the sequence that value is present or not. I'll give you 2 minutes. Go through this. If you have any doubts, let me know. And Mivrit, I'm not able to understand what exactly your doubt. Can you please elaborate, dear? The name under index, but the print parenthesis. Yeah, I keep in var. That's a creation. Right. Okay. See, this will be my creation. Okay. First of all, understand. This is my creation of your sequence. To create a sequence, that will be a square bracket. That is our creation of list. That is a rule in Python. When I discuss now data type, there is a one data type called list. To create a list, the parenthesis will be square. That's a compulsory thing. Okay. And here I'm just checking this value is there or not in my var. So this value is my string type, right? That's why inside a double quotes we keep in var, means that is my variable name. Yes, operators also are case sensitive. Yes, Pratik. It's a case sensitive. Okay, is it done? Shall we move to the another last operator, identity operator? Okay. So now it's identity operator. Now, in identity operator, as I told you, I'll take a two set or list. Okay. And next I'll take p equals to, should use a membership operator. Okay. Basically, Chanchal, membership operator used in everywhere. Okay. Can we delete the line? Once again, Chanchal, regarding where actually use the membership operator used in everywhere, because when we go with the control statements and all, the for looping and all, in will be the one thing. With the help of in operator only we are working on that. So membership operator used till so many condition. When you are writing a codes, if you want to check the values are present or not, in a real time also, when you want to do the all iterations and all, in operator will be there. In operator will not leave you. Not in we won't use too much. Is not also we won't use that much, but in operator use enough frequently. What line you need to delete, Bhavani? I'm not able to understand. This one? No. Those in 111 ones. No, you can delete your codes there directly. You don't want to remove it, right? Not needed. Okay, I created two. I'll just check it here. Print A is B, false. What happened? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Sorry, I didn't assign that. It's the same value there. That's why it's giving. Okay, 1 second, Shoali. You don't have the supporting email ID? Okay, I'll send you. Give me a minute. I'll send you in last. Okay, so that's what is. And if you have a same thing on, we call is not, it's false. We just assign the first thing, or else it will give you the issue. You need to assign the value in that, and we can check if the both are same or not. Okay, already Suraj shared. Suhali, you can take it. So those are my operators. Okay, the difference will be there, Indra, for membership and identity. In membership, what happened? They will check the value. This particular value is there or not in a sequence. That is called in a membership. Identity will not check the values. It will check full list. Both the list are same or not. Same or not. So that is the main difference, Indra. Okay, so with this, your operators are done, folks. Do you have any doubts in operators before I'm jumping to data types? Everyone clear? I'll just wait 2 minutes, go through all these operators and let me know. Okay, we'll wait 1 minute then, and then we'll start a new topic today, data type. And the one thing I'll introduce now with you, till now we are working on what? A compile time or a static mode. Now, the data type onwards, you need to work on dynamic. You will not keep your value as a static. You, from the keyboard, user need to decide every time whenever you run, your value should be changed. That's called a dynamic time. So now we're moving to that. I'll just wait 1 minute. Everyone just finish it up the things. Then we start the new topic as a data type. Okay. Chanchal, how many operators? You have 7 operators, different type of operators. And in a summarized way, if you ask me, dear, it will be like your arithmetic, your assignment, your comparison, your logical, bitwise, membership, and identity. Basically, if you want to do a mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, by default we are using arithmetic operators, and those operators you will understand when we move to the control statement and all. With the operators only you can solve the queries. Without that you can't solve the queries or coding. So you should know how to use the operators. Logical operators, when we talk about, sorry, assignment operator, that is basically assigning the value for my variable, because whenever we are taking any value variables, we should have some data there. So that comes to your assignment. Comparison operator, like sometime a condition which we feel like to compare it. Most of the time we compare our values also, our scores also with the, if in a college we got A plus or 80, someone got 70, oh you got 70, I got 80, how we compare. So that time we are using a comparison operator. Logical operator, it's depend upon the logical way. Like if you have some logically things, logical and, or logically if you want to check with the things, we use logical. Bitwise operator, for you it's just working for the bit, how the bit will work, how in, if the database in a bit, we use that. And then we have a identity and membership operator, where we discuss that how the values are there or not in a sequence, and both the sequence are same or not. So those, Chanchal, all the operators in a Python. Rishabh, yes, yesterday I discussed all these operators. Yes, this yesterday session, you can, if you go with the recording, you get to know all the operators which I discussed. Done, right? Okay. Then let's dig into the data type now. Okay. Now we are moving to the concept called as data type. Data type. Now, what do you mean by data type? What are the things are there? Basically, data type is a classification, or you can call as categorization of data element. Classification or categorization of data element. Basically, till now, whatever you used, if you remember that, when I checked the type of that particular thing, you saw int, you saw float. What are this thing? They have each and every values they divide and they classified or categorize with a different way. So that is nothing but that is a data type. Your data has which type? Your data means, suppose I'm having 10, that is a value, that is my data. So your 10 is a which type of data? Is it a number? Is it a decimal number? Is it a character? What is this data talk about? What is this data? So that data, which type of things, Python categorize and classified all the things in a data elements, and that things we referred as a data type. Okay. And in Python, the data types are having a class. Each and every data types comes under the class. Now, class. Okay. Now, what is class? Don't go too much now. Again, we have a concept when I'll explain properly class. As of now, remember, class is nothing but just a container, basic container where we can keep our data safe, data stored. Okay. That is class. Just remember that much. What is class? So whatever data type we have, the data types comes under the class because, excuse me, because they are keeping the things inside the container. Now, the data types will be segregated with the 3-way. Okay. First, numeric data type. Numeric data types. Second, sequence data types. Third, Boolean data types. Okay. So those are my 3 ways of data type. Now, each and every way have some different things also there. Now, in a numeric data type, we are having a integer, float, complex. Complex, we won't use that much in a real time. If you ask me in a truth way, we won't use. These two are the things we used it. But Python gave a complex data type, so we'll learn that what exactly, we'll see that. In real time, there is no use of complex. We use only integer and float. Now, the next one is your sequence data type. Sequence data type has lots of new, which only Python provide, not other programming language. First is string. One more thing, there is no character data type in a Python. Character data type, which we use in other programming language everywhere. If you're a structure query language or C, C++, Java, .NET, everywhere we used it, but Python doesn't support that. Python have only string data type, which is used for your character save also. So that is one. Then list, which we created with the square bracket, that is called list. Then tuple. It's not replacing character of the string, is a different way how the character you can store and all. It's not replacing, but they doesn't give the character. But if you want to store any characters, you can use string to store it. That what you can take. We can't tell it's a replacement of a character. It's a different data type, basically. Because in other programming language also, we have a string and character both. So there, how the string work, here also the same way the string work. Set and dictionary. Python gives by default, Python hold by default decimal values, not give, holds. Python holds by default decimal values, okay, the float values. But one more thing, Python floats values. Yes, that is holding of value. But when you are taking from the user, Python take by default as a string value also. There is so many by default things are there, okay. Now the last Boolean will be, that is a data type itself, it holds true and false. Okay, why basic, okay. See, after regarding why, there is a creation of Python, right? They have only string because they don't want, the main reason I'll tell you why they doesn't keep the character. If you know that, if you want to store character anything, okay, suppose your name, okay, I'm keeping your name only after TAP. If you want to store this, you need to go again the null character. Remember, if a character data type, without null character, you can't get what is the stop. Null character will be always a compulsory thing. Python doesn't want all those things, all those restriction. That is the main thing. That's why they just created a string where if you want to store this, double quote, use your name. That is enough. You don't want to worry about null characters and all. If you want to check the length also for this, we should have a null character. Here, no, len method is there now. You can check length of var equals to after length of var, you get it directly. So they don't want those restriction in their code. That's why they remove the character data type, and that's what they just use a string. That is a main purpose which I feel they created in that way. Understood? Okay, so those are the data types in numeric, sequence, and Boolean types. Any questions till now before I jump to the first data type? It's called integer. Clear, right? Okay, sounds good. Let's jump then. Okay, when you use integer data type, we'll use a keyword called int class. Now, there is one good thing, you don't want to write int and all too much. Not needed, okay? If you use numbers, by default, they will hold as a integer. So, it contains both positive and negative value. Remember that Python contains both the positive and negative value. That is there. And it just support whole number. It doesn't support the decimal or factorial number. Integer will not hold decimal, and whenever you are using integer, it will just support a whole number. Okay. And one is the best thing in a Python, which I feel it for integer. Other programming language like Java, C, C++, .NET, every integer data type has a range. And that is also, if you have a integer, not a short integer, then range will be 65,535 something. This will be maybe the varies. 65 is compulsory. 65,000 will be there. So that many values only you can hold it as a integer. And if it is short integer, 255, I think, short int, for the short int. So they will give the restriction for that. But Python, no restriction. No need to worry about your range. You want 1 million, use it. You can use, there is no limits, no limit to hold the values. So that is one advantage in Python. That is the best thing in a Python. We don't want to worry about that. In others, we need to worry, okay, short in 65,000. If your data is more than 65, you need to go with a long int. So you need to always think which integer you need to use. Here, there is only one int, which can hold all the values. Now, so this is what your integer. First thing, till now, what we are doing it, we are taking a value from user. Means we are giving a equals to 10, right? This is my integer. When you check the type, print, type is a, we'll get int class, right? Now onwards, we are taking a thing for the dynamic. Everyone, I want you to just take the value in a dynamic. As a task, I will give whatever things we done with the operators, with the variables, you need to move to the dynamic. Dynamic means now keyword user input will give. How will give? We use a method called input method. Now, let me clear the screen here. Input method, input is a method. This is used to take a value from user. Take a value from user. Now, by default in Python, if you used input by default, if you use input, it holds string. It holds string. Okay. So what you have to do, you need to do the type conversion. That's why data type needed, type conversion. How the type conversion happen? With the data type. Now, first of all, I need to take a variable from user, var equals to, how I'm giving 10. Now I'm not giving 10 like that. Var equals to input. In a parenthesis, if you want to give any statement to display, you can give. I just want to display enter the value. So inside the parenthesis, if you give or not, that's your wish. Just for display, for purpose, I give this. If you like, write like that, and if your user give 11 also, it will convert as a string. If you check now, print of var, sorry, type. If you check type of var, you will get as a string, because by default it's hold the string. So what you do, you need to do the type conversion, then var equals to which value you want, integer. So you need to use a keyword called int, then bracket, input, same thing, enter the value. Now whatever user give, that will be only integer. It will not convert. So this is how you need to do the type conversion. You can take as a typecasting also. Yes, Sachin, you can take as a typecasting. Okay. Till this much is understood. Till this, any doubts? No, very clear. Good to go then. Let's dig into that notebook, because that is the main thing we need to do. Okay. First data type, integer. So first of all, I'll take a simple one, var 10, print type of var. What is the class? Class int. Now next one, equals to, I'll go with input. Input, if I give like this, str1, print type of str1. See, directly it came the box, because that is an input. It's a class string, which means it's a string class. No, I don't want that. I need an integer type conversion. Input. This time I'll put some values inside. Enter the value. And I need to do the type conversion. Which type I wanted? Integer. Int. That's all. Print str2. Print type of str2. Value 12. Simple, easy, nothing. Now, if I want to do the addition of two number, okay? Addition of two number using dynamic input. So first one, a equals to int Start practicing this. Because till now, whatever you learn, that is a static time. But when you are working as a developer, this will be your key thing. You need to be dynamic. Now onwards, forget the static. Start working with the dynamic. Whatever you learn, convert in a dynamic. Enter the value 1. This is just for my look purpose. B, another value, input, enter the value 2. Now I'll keep sum equals to A plus B, print sum equals to this type of thing. Now do by yourself. It should look good little bit. Sum, and I'll check the type. Okay, give value, you got 22. Okay, the Sachin, what you are asking, suppose you want to conversion on that way. If you have a equals, oh sorry, here if you have a equals to int of something else value, like whatever you give in a starting, suppose I'm keeping C. You can. That's not an issue. You can. Again, the same we call as a type conversion. Let me just give you the type of C. It's type integer. The same way the conversion, you can do all those things. Understood, right, Sachin? Those things are possible. No issues. So this is how we are doing the type conversion. One more thing. When you run this, suppose I'm giving here, you can't give that. See this out, error. Invalid return for int with a base 10. It will take only whole number. That's you need to keep remember that. If you are giving there any things like floating value, it won't takes in an integer. So those are the things called in an integer where we have a values from the user. We can do all the type conversion or type casting change. And now if you want to do any type of things with a dynamic, you need to take like this. See, upside we take these values. Now I'm talking about this. Whatever you done here, apart from going with this particular, if I'm taking this, okay. This is one example yesterday we just saw operator example. So here when you're taking a variable 2030, just take int input, enter the value. This will be your task for a day. Not now, after the session. Practice like this. Input, enter the value. Same thing, just you need to ask from user. So every time you can do the dynamic changes. See, now I'm giving 13, now I'm giving 14. So every time I can change my value. So there is no restriction, I need to keep that. You don't want to float has a float value. If you want a float, we'll go float. Now I didn't go such and still. Next is float data type itself. Now we are in an integer. For float, we use a float keyword. I'll wait now 2 minutes. Guys, go ahead with this. If you have any doubts, let me know. I'll wait. Write a codes. I know if I'm writing a too fast, let me know. I'll make myself a little bit slow. Go ahead. If you have any doubts, let me know. No doubt. Okay, Sachin, good to go. What about others? I'll wait for you guys. Practice this for 2 minutes. Then we'll move to the next data type. Okay, Shubhajit. Good. Last one, this one. You're talking about this, Sanchan. Which one? This one. Addition of two numbers. Which one? Okay. Input function used in forms. Yes, you can. In a forms and all also, Sachin, we can. Like if you're talking about forms means in a web and all, is it that forms you are talking? What exactly you are talking about? Chanchal, here I'm just taking two value from the dynamic way with the input method, and then I just add those values and I print it. That's what we done. Get the enter the value. Did not get enter the value. This is just for a print statement. If you don't give, that's also fine. It's just for a person. Suppose, okay, I'll tell you the reason. If I'm a person who doesn't know anything about this type of programming and all, I just see whatever it is written. So this is for the display purpose. You just enter the value. You can give your name also. This one, this is the same operator one, Chanchal. Operator one. I just told you if how you need to practice. There priorly, we are just keeping the things there with the static value, Chanchal. Now I just taken in the dynamic value. And this is already we are doing it in operators. That same thing, I just copy pasted the code. Just change the input here. Sign up forms. Yeah, you can, Sachin. There also we use the same input. That is only the methods. Methods will not change, Sachin. You can go ahead with the any way, a different type of technology. Input method is used for taking a thing, so it will be same for similar for all the things. Okay. So everyone done with your doubts? If done, will be the sign represent both. Thus, yes, the sign will be there. That will be there. This is just to explain you all the things there. And this we already discussed, my brother, in a sum equals to. Okay, this one you are talking about inside, Mavrat, whatever you are keeping now with the double quotes is just for display. If you observe, I just keep it sum equals to inside the double quotes. Inside double quote, whatever cube, it will be giving you the exact the same thing. Got it? Okay, then let's good to go for the another twos. Okay, so next data type will be your float data type. Okay. Again, float is also float data type is used to represent with the class called float class, and it is hold a decimal value. It can hold real number, whole number also, or decimal, both. Real number also plus decimal. So there is no restriction. Always need to go for the point zeros and all. It will convert by default. So it hold both. And as I told you, it's specified with the float number. The same way, the same thing, type conversion will be there where you use integer, you need to use float. Like v equals to float input enter the value, enter the value, and how we are moving forward. We just use float to hold at the decimal values. That is the purpose of your float. And the last one is your in a numeric data types, that is called complex. So basically it won't use too much in a real time if you ask me generally. So here complex is nothing but it comes under the class of complex, that will be there. And as we know in a mathematics, the complex number, same thing, this is will be the mathematics complex number. The first part of the complex number will hold real plus imaginary part. But here one thing, in a mathematics, when we are going with the imaginary, we use I. You remember 4 plus 2i, but Python doesn't support I for an imaginary number. Python supports J. So if you want to hold it any value called imaginary to J, you need to represent with the G directly. That is called a complex numbers. So those are the two numeric data type in a Python. Got it? Shall we see directly in a notebook now? It's two. See, complex number is not about 2, 3. The complex number is about whenever you have a two part in your number, real plus imaginary. After that time only we call as a complex number. Without the both thing, it's not. It should have that. If you won't give by default, they will take as a 0. Two part will be needed for the complex number. 2 with the J, yes, it's a complex number. So I'll show you some example also in notebook itself. You'll get more clarity. Float. So first of all, we'll take a basic one, 12.56. You can check the type of this. It's a float. And then we'll take from the user. Enter the value. Okay. Sum. Again, I'm doing the sum. Print. Type of sum. Okay, Bhavani, no issues. If you got this star na, if you give value, fine, or stop the kernel and run again. Okay, I interrupted. Okay. Let's give, see, I'm giving integer here and now I'm giving float. It will convert. So you don't worry about that. It takes both the values, whole numbers and decimal numbers. So this is how we use for the float. And the last one will be your complex. Okay. First of all, if you want to take a normal user define, you can take directly 3 plus 4j print type of var complex. Now, if you want to take from the user, Complex keyword, same rule. Rules are not changed. The value, just printing A and print type of A. It asks, you can give directly like this value, 6Z, it will come, or else I'm keeping you for some different demonstration. If I'm giving only 7J, it will also give the particular thing as a complex. It is also complex. When you use complex keyword here, it will convert it if you're not giving that value also. So that is how you can check the complex number. So with this, your number data types is done. If you have any doubts in regarding the number data types, let me know. I'll give you 2 minutes, go through with this. With your integer, float, and complex. Take your time, finish it up, then we'll move to the sequence data type. Is it okay? 1 second, Pratik. Is it? Let me just go ahead. Is it compulsory to add J in a Yes, it is compulsory. If you won't give alphabet but the throwing error, for example, yes, J is compulsory. As I told Pratik, imaginary in a mathematics we use I, but Python doesn't support that. Python support for imaginary values with the J. You can't use any other thing. J is compulsory for the imaginary value. That's the syntax. Ma'am, can we use some? Yes, this can. Okay, yes, you can. This one you are talking about why we use print. Okay, Chanchal, this is just for my representation. Now, see, when you are working as a coder or programmer developer, this is in your hand, Chanchal. How you need to give this line, you can give like this also, print of sum. No one can stop you. You can give only sum also. No one can stop you. But I just want my sum should be look like this. How I want it? I want it should be shows like sum equals to. So I know whatever double quotes I'll keep it, that will be the same. And if I want to get a value that is like directly the value without double quotes, with the comma I segregate. Now if I wanted not some addition full name, I can give like that, addition equals to comma then sum. Anything inside a double quotes, it's depend upon our view. We need to change it. This is in our hand. This is my way of writing the things. You can change. If you don't want sum to equals to, you can give sum also directly. No issues, Chanchal. Okay, next 10 is integer, 11.2 is a float, but it will work. Yes, Bhavani, as I told you, in a float, whole number and decimal number both can take. In integer, it not. It integer only take a whole number. And equals to 10, 3, sum print sum. Can we do like this? Sum is a. No. B, J, we can't. A plus B is fine. How you'll add a complex number and a normal number side? It's not possible, right? Okay. If you guys done, let me know. We'll move to the another data type. Sure, Suraj, let me give you. See, Suraj, whenever we are taking a complex, I need a value, a complex data type will be holding the two things, guys. Remember the things here. Whoever has a doubt on a complex data type, complex has always a two part. It's a mathematics concept. This is not a any programming concept. In a maths also, we are having a number called complex number, which hold a two part. One is real, one is imaginary. That is compulsory. Now, imaginary part will hold with some value with I, and real part will hold only value. That is how the look like 40 and 6. But here what happened? Python doesn't support I as an imaginary part. It supports as a J. So it's just replaced with the J. Yes, Sachin, I'll show you that example. Don't worry, that is my next example. I'll show you that. So here it is 4 plus 6J. So that call your complex number. Now, if you observe, I just taken a complex as a keyword because I need to take from user. Now, I just show you a different way to take the thing, taking a value from user, printing and a type. Different way, you can give directly 7J, it will give complex. You can give 45, it will convert to 0J because it's a complex. You can give different type of input. If you observe my inputs, I given a different type of inputs here. Let me just erase first. Yeah. If you observe, first of all, I give both together. This one, I give both the together like 3 plus 7G already given. Here, I didn't give the first one, the real part. I just give the imaginary. That also will work. And I forget to give here the imaginary. So they already convert 0J. Because if you use this keyword, there's a predefined keyword, they will convert it. So you can give depend upon your requirement. When you use the keyword, they will convert their way. Okay, let's see one example that manual calculator one. Do you remember, guys? Manual calculator. We work this example when we are working on a arithmetic operator. Okay, let's take a value. Value 1. I'm taking from user integer. We'll take float because float will be very flexible because it can hold numbers and decimal both. So I'm going with that. Enter the value 1, val 2, float, input, enter the value 2, okay. Now the first operation, that is addition, I'll keep it in a print statement. Add. Now, see what I'm doing. I'm directly keeping the things in a print statement. Directly. So this is the way how you practice more now, guys. It will be comes with your flow. One day you can't expect you will be getting to know the different approaches. You need to practice. When you practice, these are the approaches, you can do it. In a single go, you can do all this basics thing. See, those are my output. Just, okay. I just need to change this because where I keep subtract, multiplication, and the last one division. P. 3. This will be your output. So those are the things you need to come up, how we'll be writing the things, how the things will be given, how you need to modify it. That's come up with the practice because we discussed lot of methods till now. We discussed the variables, we discussed the operators. Now I discuss the data type. Now your turn will be practice that in a different approaches. So that is also how you can do it. Any doubts, any questions till now? You have 2 minutes, go through with this code. You can add modulus also here, floor also here, same way. If you have any doubts, let me know. And as I take a float here, that's why it's converted in a 0.0. It's case sensitive. Yes, yes, it's Angelina. It's a case sensitive. Your variables are also case sensitive. 0.5. The division part. Hey, 15 divided by 3 is what? 5, right? It's correct. How 0.5, the division part? It's 5.0, right? 15 divided by 3. Remember, check properly. In this things, what calculator use? In this thing, what? See, Sachin, this is not a calculator. First of all, it's just an operation to do. We can take a manual way. A calculator, if you want to create, you should have a knowledge of your control statement. Will create, that is called a scientific calculator, at least a normal to scientific. Here we are just using to see the operation, how it's work. That's why we name as manual calculator. Like manually we are addition, subtraction, we are doing it. That's all it's happening. No issue, dear. Understood, Sachin? Okay. Don't worry. When we finish up with your control statement, we'll write a code for a scientific calculator. Then you can compare. Okay. Is it done this much? Any doubts? Any questions? No. Okay. Let's then dig into one more data types. Huh? Okay. Now your numeric data types are done. Now we'll be moving towards to the sequence data type. So now let's discuss the first sequence data type called string. String. String is a sequence data type which is used to collect one or more characters. It is used to collect one or more character. Okay. Now, characters can be put in a single quotes, as I told you prior also. Single quote, double quote, triple quote. Anything it's fine. Both are same. Suppose I'm creating as a st1 equals to, I'll keep my name, st2 single quote, st3 triple quote. All are same. You can choose any one of that from here. Your wish. It's fully depend upon you, which you feel comfortable, take it. That is also comes under the class called string str. Okay, str class. Now, if you want to take things from the user, let me clear. For a string, by default, it is string. If you suppose created variable equals to, this is for the normal one, suppose John, that is a normal creation. If you are taking from the user, you don't want to write anything, you can directly use input. You don't want to go with the typecasting or type conversions here, no needed, because by default Python hold that. But if you want to write it also, they will not stop you, they'll not give any issues. You can use str as a keyword and input. Both are working as a same value. So this is how we need to use a string. We have lots of method, like more than 10 method. I'll discuss string method, not today. We'll discuss tomorrow the string method. Till now, any doubts? We'll see this in a Jupyter notebook. There is a string methods called count, split. We'll discuss in the tomorrow session, all those things. As of now, just we'll discuss how to create a string. Any doubts till now? No. Okay. Now let's jump to the Jupyter notebook. Let's create a string. Okay. Okay. So let's take a string S1. Okay, let's take from you guys only your name, okay? Chanchal. Just the three-way. We have a three-way, right? So I'm keeping it just a three-way. Now print. Sure, Chanchal, I'll not forget. Don't worry. Today I will talk about the support team, about you guys. Okay. You guys also forward the things to them, and from my side also, I'll just inform them. So it will be all the string type. This is how for the compile time. Now dynamic, static, this one done. Dynamic. Can take directly input. Enter the value. Print str1. Print type of str1. String. And if you want to go ahead with the conversion, you can use it. There is no restriction, because by default it is there, so it's not needed. But if you want to keep it, you can keep it, but no changes. Same. If you keep or not, there is no changes on that. Okay, I'll take a str2. See, okay. So this is how we need to use a string. And with this, I'll just stop the stop for a day. You go ahead with this. You have a 2 minutes. If you have any doubts, let me know about the string. And tomorrow we'll be continue with the string methods and then other data types. You have any doubts, any queries regarding today's session also, let me know now. I'll share later. Okay, is it fine? Not now. Please suggest any books or reference to know me about the backend puzzle and discuss it. Yeah, sure. I can suggest you. 1 second, okay. I'll suggest you one good book regarding the number system. You can, if you have a time, you can go through that. Okay, this one for you, Angeline. Yeah, you can check with this book with the author name I share. Sure. In the ending of the session, will those screen scrapping project show? Yeah, it will be there, Shwali. Don't worry. Go slowly. Don't go hurry burry. It will be there. Is it done, folks? Shall I share this file to with you guys? Or you want me to hold on a little bit? Is it finished, the string one? It's done, right? Everyone done? In the same phase, everyone? The string is done? Is it done, folks? Okay, sounds good. Let me stop my screen then and let me show you the file. I'll show here also and you'll get from your support team as well, the file. Okay, I'm continuing with the same file. So it's updated. I send the updated one. So we have still 2 more minutes. If you have any doubts, any queries, let me know, folks. Did you understand whatever we discussed today? All are in the same phase. You able to grab it, how we are doing it. And as I give you one task today, whatever we discussed regarding variables, operator, I want you to take the value as a dynamic time and practice it. That will be the task for a day. Any questions? Any questions? Yeah, today we are done for the day. Yes, Sachin, we are done for the day. And tomorrow we'll be continue with the things. Thank you, guys. I share more. I just shared the file. You doesn't get. You can download. You can download. Oh, okay. How many years to share the file? Can download. Mavrit, do one thing now. I'll forward this to the support team as well, this file, just after this session itself. Okay. No issue, no issue, Mavrit. I'll tell you the way how you can take it, that file. I'll just after this session only, I will forward to the support team. Just send a mail to them. They will forward to you. After this session, I'll bind up, I'll share that to them. You can get it as of like send it the mail, you'll get it as of now. You can put on drive or set it. Yeah, drive link also I can do it. I'll do that. Okay. So that is also can be possible. I can share the drive link too. Today just use it and tomorrow onwards I'll just share you my drive link. You can take over from the drive link. Anyhow, it's needed because when you move to the advanced version, when I use a database for your advanced topic, that time you need a drive link for the databases. Okay, no issue there. Okay, then any questions, folks? Any doubts, any questions? Or if not, we'll bind up the session for a day. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Tomorrow will be continue with the things. And I believe you guys will practice whatever I given to you. Prepare properly. Come back tomorrow. We'll continue with the things. Thank you, guys. Good day.